Am I wrong for getting a hotel room for my daughter entirely for herself after her stepsisters made her sleep on the floor? My dad passed away 2 weeks ago. Me, my wife Candace, and my daughter 16, Shiloh, and her stepsisters 19 and 17 flew to my hometown to attend the funeral. After that, we got 2 hotel rooms, one for me and Candace and one for the girls. While I was in the room, I got a call from Shiloh at 11 p.m. crying and sounded like she was arguing with her stepsisters. I asked her what the matter was, and she told me that her stepsisters insisted that she sleep on the floor. There was one large bed in the room and there was enough space for all 3 girls to sleep on. I asked why, and she said she didn't know. I went to see what the issue was and talk with my stepdaughters about it. They kept talking but didn't really explain why they told her to sleep on the floor. They just shrugged and said, "It's better this way. We're more comfortable this way." I told Shiloh to grab her things, and when one of my stepdaughters asked where we were going, I told her I was booking her a hotel room. Both looked upset but didn't say anything, but they must have called their mom because she was awake when I got back and started arguing with me about giving Shiloh an entire hotel room for herself. I explained why I did it, but she said I wasted money and that Shiloh could have sucked it up for one night on the floor. I called her unreasonable for this, but she told me I showed the girls that I'm playing favorites and made my stepdaughter share a room while I gave my daughter the entire room for herself. We went home and Candace is still breaking up saying I mishandled this. She even pointed out how my stepdaughters are upset since they're not speaking to me. Edit. It was Candace who got a room for all 3 girls as to not stir any drama and save money. She was in charge of hotel reservations since I was emotionally distressed. Also, Candace did not expect Shiloh to sleep on the floor. She wanted all 3 girls to share the bed. If she wanted all 3 girls to share the bed, why did she say Shiloh should just suck it up and sleep on the floor? Why don't you sleep on the floor and give her your spot on the bed? Go sleep with— oh my god, this post makes me so mad. I don't even want to give my opinion on it. Ew, 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 ew. For those who are calling me an asshole for giving my daughter her name, her mom did that and she's deceased, so please let's not focus on that. And also, I've known my stepdaughters since they were little. We're pretty much family and Candace is a stay-at-home mom, but I give her full access to my money since this stuff was already discussed beforehand. Pretty much everything was.
My husband would choose his girl best friend over me any day. I, 29 female, got married a year ago yesterday. My husband and I have been together for 5 years in total. My husband has been best friends with Sasha, 30 female, since they were in diapers. I knew that I never really had a problem with their friendship until my husband and I officially started dating. Sasha would always try and get between us, and every single date we went on, she was there coincidentally, which was relatively annoying because my husband would let her stay with us on all of those dates. Now, yesterday was my wedding anniversary, and my husband forgot since he had a road trip with Sasha. I didn't know about this trip until he said he was leaving. I didn't bother telling him it was our anniversary since he didn't remember, and he would probably still spend the day with Sasha, even if he did know. I didn't bother telling him bye. I just walked out and decided I was going to go shopping and do something for myself. I did that, but then his mother called me during the day wishing me a happy anniversary and asked where my husband was because he wasn't answering his phone. I told her the truth about his whereabouts, and he didn't remember our anniversary. She was shocked and told me that she didn't think Sasha and my husband still had feelings for each other. I asked, what did she mean? She said that they did date in high school, but my husband told me that he never did like Sasha romantically. Everything started becoming more clear now. Maybe he did remember our anniversary, but chose not to say anything because he loved Sasha. If he loved her, he could have told me before we got married. I would have been hurt, but I understand feelings, and I know you can't control them. I don't know how to comprehend anything right now. I'm numb, and I don't get it. All I know is that my husband doesn't even love me.
I personally wouldn't be in that marriage.
I'd be done.
Yeah.
You don't remember our first anniversary?
That's enough for me.
I'm surprised. And, everyone has their own relationships, but it really sounds like Sasha has been the third wheel from the beginning. Like, she would coincidentally show up on every date. I wouldn't have gotten past the dating stage.
I agree.
I don't want to have to compete with someone for my partner.
Yeah.
Call me old-fashioned.
I think that's enough for me. Like, on your anniversary, not only he forgot, but he's spending his anniversary with not you.
Why aren't they dating? And I get like having close friends of the opposite sex or just different, friends. But if you're spending a lot of time with your friend and you're willing to throw important dates with your partner out the window, why aren't you just with your friend?
Am I the asshole for moving to a hotel because my wife's family insisted I sleep on the couch? My wife and I got married last summer, and her family lives across the country from us. So I'd actually never visited, but I did meet them a handful of times, and we've always gotten along fine. They invited us to come and stay with them for a few days, and we took up on the offer. We flew in yesterday and everything went well. Her dad and I watched football, and I caught up with her mom and sisters, and then we had a nice dinner. But then they let us know they don't want us sharing a bed while in their home and they wanted me to sleep on the couch. I thought they were joking, but they insisted. I had a problem with the implication that I shouldn't be allowed to sleep next to my wife. Am I the asshole for moving to a hotel because my wife's family insisted I sleep on the couch? I also have a bad back and the couch did not look the least bit comfortable. After arguing back and forth, I decided to leave and book a hotel. I did tell my wife she did not have to come and she chose to stay, and I said I'd come back the next day. The next morning, I called my wife asking when I should come by, and she said her parents want me to apologize. I said I'd do it to keep the peace, but they need to acknowledge it wasn't appropriate to insist I can't share a bed with my own wife. She told me that not only will they not apologize for it, now they're insisting I come back and stay on the couch for the rest of the visit. And if I don't agree, I'm not welcome back.
Am I wrong for sharing my son's teacher's Instagram account with the other parents? My son is 4 and this is his first year in preschool. His teacher is called Mary and she's roughly in her early 30s if that matters. We first met her on Monday when dropping him off and I didn't get the best vibes from her, so I looked her up on social media. She posts provocative photos and is very active politically, going to marches and events and stuff like that. The vibes were already far from immaculate, but what I saw made me dislike her even more. I talked it over with my wife and we decided to ask some of the other parents what they thought of her. We reached out to them and created a WhatsApp group where we started talking and I shared her account there. It wasn't well received from most parents either, mostly because of the provocative photos. Nothing happened for a couple of days, but a fellow parent kept tracking her account and she saw that she had uploaded a selfie with 3 of her students on Thursday. The parents were furious about that and they went to the district supervisor first thing Friday morning. Since I was the one who started the group, he called me to confirm and hear my side of the story, and he asked me if I could come to his office in the evening. I did. She was there along with a few other parents and we all started talking and trying to explain the issue. Voices were raised and at one point she started accusing me of stalking her and then sharing her account to perv on her with other dads. I was like, lady, I was just trying to see what kind of person is going to be teaching my son, but she wasn't having any of it and kept arguing. Things escalated even more and the other parents demanded that she be removed from the class. I didn't outright concur to join with them, but I didn't object either. The supervisor ordered her to take down the photos along with any she had uploaded from her previous students, but he hadn't reached a conclusion. Rumor has it that he's considering placing her in another school because the year just started, but we'll find out Monday, I suppose. Anyways, was I the asshole here? Should I just keep my worries to myself? There's an edit. I can't respond to everyone, so I'll respond here. Yes, the 3 kids' faces were visible. Their parents were among those of us who were present in the supervisor's office yesterday. 2. I wasn't the one who found the pictures, neither those of the 3 kids nor those of previous students. Provocative meaning thirst traps. If that's giving me pause for someone's credibility as a teacher makes me an asshole, then I guess I'm an asshole. 4. She's participating in a far-right party's event. I don't really vote or care about politics, I just don't like that particular party. I don't even live in the US.
I've decided I'm a medium friend because like I'll do good friend things, but I'm not great at it. Like last night, my friend called me at 2 a.m. and I did not pick up because I was sleeping and I keep my phone in do not disturb mode. Unfortunately, I woke up to pee and when I picked up my phone to use the flashlight and I saw the missed call and I was like, dang it. And I knew that I could pretend like I didn't see the call, but I was like, I can't pretend like I didn't see the call. I saw it. And so I called them back. But I didn't take my grind guard out because the problem with that is if I take it out, I can't put it back in because it's wet and gross. And I know that doesn't make sense because my mouth is wet and gross. And it's just, if you know, okay? If I take it out, I can't put it back in. And then I'll have neck pain and I'll have tooth pain and I just can't take it out. So I was like, I'm going to assess the situation here. And if somebody has died or if there is death on the table in any way, like I'm going to take it out. And so my friend told me what was going on in their life and I was like, okay, I think this is a kind of situation where I can give solid advice with my grind guard in. I can support without taking out my support. So they're going off about like how upset they are and I'm like, are you serious? I cannot believe she said that to you. That sucks. I was just, that's so immature. Like, I lost the list there at the end, but like that was me this whole time. And we talked for a long time. I should go check the call record. It must have been like 40 minutes. And then I woke up because I fell asleep while they were talking to me on the phone. But I feel like the good thing is, I called them back. I didn't take out my grind guard. I fell asleep on the phone, but I called them back. And that's like medium friend.
Am I the asshole for not buying a drink for my friends? I was out with a few friends the other day and we went to a restaurant for dinner. One of my friends is Muslim and is very strict about everything. For example, once one of her coworkers was smoking in the break room and she asked her to do it somewhere else. My friends wanted drinks and I saw that she looked to the ground and grimaced. So when the waiter came, I only asked for a few glasses of water and nothing else. My friend then interjected and asked for beer, and I stopped the waiter and told him no. Just water, please. Am I the asshole for not buying a drink for my friends? My friend asked for beer and I said no, actually just water. When he came back with the water, all of my friends piped up at me and started an argument about it. My friend who was Muslim, Fatima, was being silent but later told me she appreciated what I did. After dinner though, my friends left me with the bill and drove home. So, am I wrong? I should really add that these were my friends, not hers, and they met her once and asked her to come. Top comment says Fatima is allowed to practice her religion but has no right to project her beliefs onto other people. I agree, but it was more of OP doing it.